How I Went from Zero English to Confident Speaker. A story you need to hear. Hello, friends. Welcome back. Today, I want to tell you a powerful and very honest story. It's the story of how I went from zero English, from understanding nothing, from being afraid to speak, to becoming a confident English speaker. If you sometimes feel stuck, if you feel like English is too hard, or if you think you will never speak fluently, this story is for you. Let's begin. I didn't grow up speaking English. In fact, when I first started, I knew almost nothing. I remember sitting in front of an English movie, and I couldn't understand even one full sentence. People around me were speaking English, and I felt like I was standing outside a glass box, watching everyone live their lives inside, and I couldn't enter. I felt small. I felt slow. I felt stupid. I used to tell myself, English is not for me. Maybe I'm too old. Maybe I'm just not good at languages. But deep inside, I had a dream. A quiet dream. A dream to travel, to grow, to live a bigger life. And that dream whispered one message: don't give up. One day, something small changed everything. I heard a speaker on YouTube say, "You don't learn English, you absorb English." This sentence shocked me. Absorb? Like a sponge? I realized I was doing everything wrong. I was memorizing lists, reading grammar rules, translating in my head, but I wasn't living in English. So I made a decision that changed my life. I will learn English the natural way, like a child. No pressure, no fear, no perfection, just small daily habits. That day was the beginning of everything. My first rule was very simple. Listen every day, even if I don't understand. At first, I felt lost. The words moved too fast. They sounded the same. But I listened every morning, every evening, while I cooked, while I cleaned. And slowly, my brain started to wake up. I heard familiar sounds. I recognized small phrases. The language became less scary. I didn't memorize words, I absorbed them. After a few weeks, something amazing happened. I understood my first full sentence. Then another. Then another. It felt like my brain unlocked a door. Before, I tried to speak perfect English. Every sentence had to be long and correct. And because of that, I never spoke at all. So I changed my strategy. Speak small. Speak simple. Speak every day. I started with, I like this. I think so. I don't understand. Can you repeat? These small sentences gave me confidence. They were easy. They didn't scare me. And confidence is the key. Because when you feel confident, you speak more. And when you speak more, you learn faster. I wasn't perfect, but I was no longer silent. The next step changed my pronunciation forever. I began shadowing, copying native speakers word for word. Movies, YouTube, podcasts. I copied their voice, rhythm, and emotion. I didn't worry about grammar. I only focused on sounding natural. At first, I felt silly. But after a few weeks, people started saying, "Wow, your English sounds really good." It wasn't talent. It wasn't magic. It was imitation. Children learn by copying. Adults should too. The next step was reading. But I didn't choose difficult books. I chose things I actually enjoyed. Short stories, simple novels, blogs, Instagram posts, news for learners. When you enjoy what you read, your brain remembers more. I highlighted new words, but I didn't memorize them. I just noticed them again and again. This built my vocabulary naturally, like water filling a glass, one drop at a time. One day, I looked back and realized, I understand 70% of this book. That moment felt like magic. The biggest transformation came when English became part of my environment. I changed. My phone language, my Netflix, my music, my YouTube, my social media. Everything became English. I wasn't studying anymore. I was living in the language. And when you live in English, something powerful happens. You stop translating. You start thinking in English. Words come faster. Sentences feel natural. Your brain becomes comfortable in the language. This is real fluency. One day, I had a conversation with a native speaker for 20 minutes. I didn't freeze. I didn't panic. I didn't translate. I just spoke naturally. I realized, I am not the same person anymore. I am not the girl who knew 0 words. I am not the girl who was afraid to speak. I am a confident English speaker. And if I can do this, you can too. Thank you for watching this story. If you feel stuck in English, remember, you don't need to be perfect. You don't need grammar first. You don't need to memorize everything. You need small steps. You need consistency. You need the natural method. English will grow inside you, slowly, quietly, beautifully. If you enjoyed this video, subscribe and join me tomorrow for our next lesson in this English journey.